Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me tonight. So, who is this?
I'm Batman.
Yeah. What does Hulk do?
Hulk is
Hulk smash! Yeah, he's the last one standing. So, as you'll have guessed by the title, I'm doing title, yeah. I'm doing a women's empowerment vlog. I did one, I think last year during the heat wave, about, you know, being big girls basically. And I've had a popular demand for another one, similar but not too similar. And because this one is the last one standing, he gets to be involved. I don't usually put my kids on this vlogs, you know I don't, because obviously it's out there on the internet, so I have to be careful. So for the purpose of this vlog, as you can see, I've got no makeup on, haven't done my hair. It is literally like 9 o'clock at night, and I did this on purpose because I want to show. How are you going? You say bye bye?
Bye bye.
Go on then, go. Yeah, I wanted to do this on purpose because I want it to be clear that mums, women, wives, whatever category you put yourself in a way, you do not have to have the perfect look, perfect house, everything. Don't get me wrong, if you've got a lifestyle, you've got a routine every day, you wake up at a certain time, do a workout, whichever, get your prep meals, you know, I think there's a lady on YouTube called the Doggety Dozen, sorry if I said that wrong, and she's got kids galore. You know, she's fostering some, I think, or adopting some, she's got some of her own, she's doing good, you know, she's caring for these kids, which is fantastic. And she gets up at crack of dawn just to make food, to make the packed lunches, breakfast, sometimes the dinner. She does shopping hauls for them, and yeah, my hat's off to her because that's 12 kids. Sometimes I think it's 14 last time she updated, and I've got 3. But yeah, there's a lot of stigma out there. Apparently when you are a mum, I'll start with a mum, you have to, well, not have to, you're presumed to get back to your normal size, whichever that was, usually thin size. You should breastfeed your children, you should have a tidy house, spend as much time with your kids, be involved with their schooling, you know, always up to date with the cleaning, the washing, the dishes, have very organic or healthy foods, you know, put workouts in there, have behaved children sometimes. But yeah, you're supposed to have it all together basically. Now, again, if that's you, great, you've got it down. Fantastic for you. I'm happy if you're happy for yourself. However, for the majority of people who are trying to keep sanity going, I was going to say insane, but trying to keep sanity going, that's not how it goes. You know, I said breastfeed. If you want to breastfeed, you do it. If you want to bottle feed, do it. Whichever is comfortable for you. You're the mum, you know, it's whatever's comfortable for you. End of the day, as long as your baby's still getting food, who gives a damn? You know, if your house is a mess, so what? You know me, I'm not really particular about cleaning, but I used to be, and then good old OCD diagnosis came in, and it became a thing of I'm trying not to let it beat me. So it's like controversial. Do I let it beat me? Do I let it take over me, or try to ride with it? Long story short, I choose to clean up certain things with my kids, and other days it might be a my shower day. Different story. But yeah, the house gets messy, especially when you've got kids, and it happens. I mean, I tidy up at the end of the day. I ask the kids to help me so they know that they should be responsible for their stuff. They can help out, they can see it's working together, which you should do. It's not just about bossing them about, it's working together, it's teamwork, which is what I try to do. If they're fed up of tidying up, I say, okay, I'll hold the box or the bag, you can put your toys in, whichever, make it fun. But yeah, if you have takeaways instead of healthy meals. Now, if my husband's on here, he's going to debate this with you, or with me. But the way I see it, as long as your children have fed, at least, some women go through depression. Some women go through all kinds of mental health issues or surgical issues, sicknesses, whichever, terminal diagnoses or whatever you want to call it. And some people go through divorces and it brings them down to such a low state, and it's hard to crack out of it. It's hard to be there for the child, it's hard to do the cooking, the cleaning, being the mum. And sometimes sticking your kids in front of the TV whilst you have 10 minutes of crying time or 10 minutes to yourself should not be criminalised. It shouldn't be like, you shouldn't be judged by other people. Having a takeaway for your kids because you just haven't got the motivation to cook should not be criticised. Your child is eating. It's the same thing about when we go out, and we might see a child having a tantrum, or someone who can have one child and they're screaming, someone who can have 3 kids and they're screaming, someone can have 6 kids and they're screaming, or one of them screaming out of 6. But anyway, point is, they could be having a meltdown. And what I used to see was an embarrassed mum and onlookers looking disappointed, like you should have your child under control, or if that was my child, I'll give him a good slap. But I don't believe in that. Now, I know a lot of people, even my husband would say sometimes you need to give him a good... I just don't believe in it. Don't get me wrong, I had it when I was younger, but I just don't think about it like that. Wait a minute. Okay, I was yawning. But yeah, I don't agree to it. I believe in letting the child vent and letting them, try to find a way to express themselves. And, my kids have tantrums. Sometimes my daughter screams, sometimes they stamp their feet, sometimes she screams, to herself, but through her teeth. But you got to remember, they're your children, and what were you like when you were that age? They have to find a way to vent out, and that's where you step in and say, look, let's talk. What's wrong? Like me, I sit my children down with me and I talk to them. I control and everything, and I hug them. It's not hugging the bad behaviour. It's hugging them and letting them know that I'm here, I care, I love you, but let's talk. And I do tell them, don't do this because it's not good, because we can't understand you if you're doing that. Even if they argue with their daddy, I separate them. I say, look, Daddy's doing this because he wants to, I explain the situation. Daddy's doing this because he loves you, or because he's trying to explain to you, he's trying to help you, so you need to listen. It can be difficult, don't get me wrong. There's days when you want to scream into a pillow. There's days when my kids are just so chaotic. I'm like having a joke to my husband. I'm like, I'm packing my bags and I'm going. Or if you come home, I'll be in the closet. But at the same time, I always think about the fact that I'm blessed to have these kids, and the way I'm bringing them up as a mum is going to alter how they are when they're older. Like I always say, I want my kids to be able to come to me and talk to me about issues. I don't want them to be frightened of me. Yeah, sometimes the situation might not be good and I won't be happy, but I'd rather them come to me instead of being worried and not know how to deal with stuff and be scared and end up in a worse situation. So yeah, that's what I'm saying about being a woman, you know, a mother or whatever. We all have different ways of handling it. We all have different techniques. Yeah, sorry. We all have different ways of handling it. And like going back into the main idea of everything, you shouldn't have to be feeling, let's just say that instead, you shouldn't have to be feeling like you have to look good every day. Yeah, it's nice to look good because it makes you feel a bit empowered, a bit confident, but there's nothing that really says anywhere, not even a law or anything like that, that says before you step out of your house, you need to have your hair done nicely, makeup on, dressed appropriately, and speak appropriately. You know, it's how you feel. I mean, there's days when I look like a wreck, like I've been dragged through a bush, such as this. This is me with my hair down. I've finished the day. I was feeling unwell yesterday, so I thought, I'm just not bothered anymore at all. I'm not gonna even go to the point where I even brushed it. Literally just putting my hands to it. To, you know, the strange thing is, to a celebrity, this might be a rocking girl look that they were paid millions for by a hairdresser. This is just normal for me. But yeah, and like I've said before, I don't wear makeup all the time because I just don't see the point. And I'd like to wear makeup on a special occasion. But as a mum of 3, I find myself, I won't lie, it's, you know, you do miss out on your you time, you know, sleeping in or just having that peace and quiet by yourself, not having to be demanding, not having to worry about what time is tea going to be ready, or, you know, getting kids up for school, making sure they've got their uniforms, making sure they've done their reading for their book bags. You know, fortunately for me, I've got a good father. Well, they've got a good father, I've got a good partner who helps out massively. But for those that don't, that are single parents, they've got it all to do themselves. And yeah, you might be a bit picky and judgy and say, well, that's their own fault, they wanted to be single. Not necessarily. Like I said before, don't judge. You don't know everyone's story. But yeah, I just wanted to get the message out there that, you know, I've seen so many videos of mums being like, you know, some of them might have a funny little reel going or something. God, it's every day. Yeah, they might have a little reel going, or it'll be an honest little 2-minute capture vlog where they're crying because they're just so tired, they haven't had a shower, they haven't eaten properly, they don't like how they look. Because having kids takes a toll on you, you know? Like I said, if you are not one of these girls who has it all together, you're just gonna be, and then comes the stigma again of having a snatched body after having a child. You know, to a lot of people, being big is not acceptable, and it brings people down. But also, just to enlighten you, it's not just normal people, non-celebrities as I would say. Celebrities themselves get slammed. You know, they, especially women, they get told or asked how they manage home life and mum life, being a celebrity, and it's like, have you asked the husbands that, or the dads? They, you know, they get penalised for being too skinny, they get penalised for becoming bigger than normal, or, you know, I remember hearing about Meghan Trainor, how this, you know, it came across as this girl who talked about being curvy and happy, and that's when she lost weight. So what? If she lost weight, that's good, you know, it's up to her, it's her body. And she's still promoting body confidence no matter what social things, no matter what, you know, and no matter what fitness she's at. Even the fitness marshal, you know, they have 3 of them dancing. One girl is thin, obviously, it's the fitness marshal, and then the other girl, Alison, is quite big, but she's working on her body. And people were just like attacking her, saying, why can't she drop it like this, why can't she do all the actions like this? They just assume that because she's that size, she can't manage it. when in actual fact, when the fitness marshal addressed it, they were trying to show you different body types and how you can ease yourself into the dance moves. But again, it was just a stigma, it was just a instant attack that she's big, therefore she needs to be, you know, she can't do all these moves, she's unrestricted. I think I'm as big as her, to be honest, and I can still do the same moves, but you know, sometimes you might have a bad back or whatever. People jump to conclusions and it's just annoying. You know, even I remember looking at a reel before about Camilla Cabello, hope I said that right, how she was thin and then she got with Shawn Mendes and then she got bigger and then lost weight when they split up, saying that this is what depression looks like. You get bigger and then you lose the weight when you split up. That wasn't the case at all. She's just comfy in a relationship. Everybody loses a bit of weight, I think, when they break up with somebody. But media is so attacking on the person because people think this is a trend and this is what should be. People think that to be attractive, confident, hot looking and sexy, you need to be thin, you need to have your makeup on, nails done, you need to have your hair a certain way, earn a certain amount and have the right accessories. That is what the media tells you, and that is a stigma that needs to stop. You know, if you're a mum, dress how the hell you want to dress. If anyone tells you different and asks why do you look so crap today, you literally just turn around to say to them, what has it got to do with you? Or if you don't want to be so aggressive, because I'm comfy. Because honestly, I have got nice clothes, but sometimes I just think, you know, I'm going to save it because I don't want to wear it that day, I might want to wear it another time, you know? I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in this. And I remember even Anne Hathaway saying how she had a baby, she's notorious for being nice and slender. And then when she did Ocean's 8, she was so anxious about going to work because she was anxious about her baby fats. And I was like, there's nothing, if you look at Anne Hathaway in the movie, she looks normal to me. I didn't even know she had a baby. And Rihanna, Kate Blanchett, and oh my god, I'm gonna feel so bad if I say this name wrong. There was another name, I can't remember, I'm sorry. Oh, Sandra Bullock. All these actors, these ladies, didn't pull her down. They just complimented her non-stop. Saying she looked good in the jeans, you know, she's looking amazing and stuff like that, you know, and this is what we need to do, we need to build each other up. I'm not saying you should be big and unhealthy, don't get me wrong, okay? But there is already so much out there that is telling you, like I said, you need to be thin, gorgeously hot and everything. And looking like this is atrocious. You know, I can imagine people commenting on me saying she used to brush her hair, she used to put some makeup on, clean the house, lose some weight. And guess what? I struggle with my weight. I'm pretty sure that even thin people struggle with their weight. But this is what I'm saying, we need to empower women. And the annoying thing is, I think I've only ever seen maybe 3 or 4 clips revolving around men. Now I'm not picking on men, but even men celebrities, they don't often show them being big, or if they've gained weight, it's not even an issue. It's like it's meant to happen as they get older. Even you know, morning shows, you know, on the TV. There's this I don't even know how you would say it, but it's like a thing that I've noticed where you can have 2 presenters, woman and a man, more times out of 10, that man presenter will be as old as anything. They could even have white hair, or dye it brown or black, but they will be old, possibly with a bit of makeup. But guaranteed the woman next to them, their co-producer or co-star, is a young lady, or somebody at the age of 30 to early 40s. And usually they don't go beyond that to let a TV presenter stay on. Again, I don't know why. Is it something to do with the fact they don't look good when they get older? I don't know. But if you look at that trend, as you might say, you'll notice what I'm talking about. And again, why is that? Just because they're old? People like Helen Mirren and Jamie Lee Curtis, they really inherit their wrinkles. They don't care. And I admire that, because there's all these anti-aging creams coming out and, you know, anti-wrinkle creams, and I always think to myself, if these anti-aging wrinkle creams, whatever, were so fantastic, why is it they always bring another one out on the same brand? Because it contains this little one extra, this little bit of extra ingredients. I'm like, why? What was wrong with the last one they had? Was it not as effective? It really winds me up, because as a woman myself and a mum as well of 3, I struggle a lot myself with my own weight. I struggle with my self-appearance, and I'm not going to lie, I don't have the best confidence myself. But putting that aside, if I could use my platform here on this channel to encourage others and empower other women, then it's fine for me, it's worth it. Might even boost my own self-confidence. But I just want to let you know that if you get up in the morning, get up in the morning, you have a fitness shake, you get your kids ready, get them to school, go jogging or whatever, go fitness, do work, come home, clean the house, do the laundry, do the cooking, get the kids' homework done, go to bed. I applaud you. Really do. I can't do loudly because the kids are asleep. But I applaud you. You're doing a fantastic job. Either way. If you're thin, well done. If you're, I'm going to say curvy, and you think you're not worth it, no, don't think about that. The only judge you have is yourself. And God made you perfect in his eyes. Don't forget that. And again, if you're a mum that comes home and the house is chaotic and dinner's not quite ready, or you end up having a takeaway, or kids' clothes are not done, and yeah, you've got so many things to do, you just run out of things to start off with, and you're just sat in your room doing the laundry and you're folding everything like I do. I get it all clean and it just piles up, and I'm like, okay, I think I better do it now. If you're like that, or you're just trying to keep up with things, then good on you, at least you're trying. Good on you for keeping going despite the chaos, because it's not easy. And to the mums, girls, women, not necessarily you have a child or whatever, but those that look in the mirror, don't like what they see, have stopped looking in the mirror, like myself, who see girls on Instagram or online who look amazing, like a Baywatch model, which, just a quick pointer, sometimes it's not actually how they look, it's photoshopped, just letting you know, photo edited, but if that's them, perfect, wonderful, happy for them. But yeah, if you're looking at them and comparing yourself, don't, because it's going to bring you down more. If you're so lost in yourself that you cry all the time, you're just comfort eating, you stay in your bed, or you just don't want to talk to anybody, you cancel plans all the time, you're not answering your phone a lot. Lowest of the low, and I don't mean that negatively, I just mean you're so lost that you just don't have any self-love. Even though it's hard, my advice to you would be, take each day at a time, take each hour at a time, and just do little tiny things. Then, if you've managed to get up and do the washing, applaud yourself. If you've managed to get up and, hoover the room or whatever, applaud yourself. If you've managed to get out and do the shopping without having issues, applaud yourself. Because at the end of the day, you've managed to do something that was not really encouraging you for you to do, but you managed to get yourself out there and do something. So well done. Because the motivation to do something is harder than the motivation to do it all day, every day. Especially when you're feeling so crap. It's just, even getting in a shower is sometimes hard to motivate yourself to do. Been there. So yeah, I think I've forgotten a few bits, but if I ever be a part 3, but yeah. So this is covered a little bit of being a mum of 3 myself and just putting it out there, but it was suggested by a friend. So it's like a mixture of empowerment / being a mum of 3. So yeah, like I said, just be you, do you. Don't let anyone else judge you. Don't try to measure up to other people. And don't compare yourself to other people, because even though they might look perfect, you don't know their life. You don't know what they've had to go through to get there. You don't know what they're going through. It might just be a facade. Might not be. But, you know, you're not them. If you were meant to be them, you'd be their twin. And, you know, we all live differently. So, yeah. From this fuzzy, messy looking house to yours. From this fuzzy, messy looking woman to you. I hope you have a good day if it's the new day in your country or whichever. I hope you have a peaceful sleep and just try to smile to yourself and remember it's you that comes first. Even though you have children, they should come first, obviously they do, but if we don't take care of ourselves, they can't come first. I hope that makes sense. So yeah. And I know my husband's gonna kill me for looking like this. Sorry, darling. But yeah, so once again, if you did like this vlog, and you found it might empower somebody, please do give it a like, because I just want people to be boosting themselves. There's not enough awareness of people that need to boost themselves out there. And if you think it would be inspiring to somebody, by all means, please do share it. And comment down below if you want to share something yourself, or you might want me to do another vlog on another awareness situation, maybe mental health or anxiety, anything. And please do subscribe so I can get myself to reach out to more people who might need to hear the similar messages. But until then, good night and God bless.